What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Demon Slayer, Inosuke, Infinity Castle, falling into the Infinity Castle. He's the happiest I've ever seen him. Everyone else is freaking out, not Inosuke. So let's draw this. I'm on a landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So center point of my page is about here. His eyes will be along this halfway of my page, right? So middle here, and his eyes will be along this, right? So go over and start with this one. Curving big eyelashes on him. Right? Just a curved line like that. And then we do the bottom curve. Right? Kind of spiky, right? And we'll thicken them up as well. So top one will make quite a bit thicker. So we'll go quite a bit darker now with this. And then the bottom one is kind of just dark in the middle. And I'm going that way kind of, and then he has lots of eyelashes. And they give him eyelashes down here too. So his pupil, big green, Demon Slayer style, which means they're kind of not circular. They kind of have these straight edges to them, angles sort of drawn in. And then he has a square sort of pupil in the middle, well, kind of like diamond shape maybe. And he's a darker shade of green around the eye as well. So you could draw that in if you wanted. It's just that same shape. But it's done with green, so I'll just do it with green. So, very angled eyebrow. And so about here. So you go down, and then we flick it sort of back up this way, and it goes all the way up to there, and then changes direction down that way. Now you want it to be kind of thicker, closer to the bottom here, right? So you want it to be kind of darker here, like a thicker line closer to his nose. And then he has like some eyelid lines just there. I'm not sure if it's a hairline or a frown line here, but I think it's a frown line, so we'll just go like that. Then we go over and do the other eye, so same thing, we curve it over, and then we curve the bottom again. We thicken them up, just give them a heavier feeling, heavier line weight. A little spike coming off there, and then lots of eyelashes. We'll thicken up this as well a bit. Mostly thicker in the middle, and then they give them eyelashes coming off here as well. And then that eye shape, just sort of angled in that Demon Slayer style. And then his sort of kind of diamond shaped pupil in the middle. Can't see his eyebrow on this side. It's a big hair spike, but we can see like a bit of sort of his, what would you call it, eyelid, and then sort of nose line starting here. So the reason I'm not drawing the eyebrows is because there's a big hair spike coming across the middle. So I'll do it just so you know. It's like a big piece of hair, basically, coming across there. You can't really see his eyebrow. Might be able to see a little bit between the hair spikes. We'll just get the nose line in. It's pretty simple. It's just this sort of flick down that way, and then the nostril there, and then kind of hatching just on the bridge of the nose. And sometimes they will thicken up this nose line a bit, give it a bit of a shadow. So, massive big smile coming across here, right? Mouth open smile, so curve it down either side, bring it around. Sorry, just making these a bit bigger. Okay, so teeth, right? So in the corners we got these little shadows. And then a sort of a teeth line just coming across here. And then they have that Demon Slayer sort of chin shadow that they always have. And then the chin itself going that way. And we got his jaw coming up this side. Change direction about here. Go up the side of his face. We can see like more of the side of his face coming up on this side, right? So it goes kind of similar, except it doesn't turn until we're a bit higher up. So it's like his cheek. So it just curves around his eye then. So we got nothing but hair. So for his fringe, right? So kind of like his hair is like all blown in the wind, right? So we've got all these wavy sort of hair spikes, and then fringe ones coming down across his head. Right, and maybe another one over here. Another one down beside his head, this side. Another one here. Like bumps around his head. Comes down this way. So I think this goes like this, just into here, and then we get like longer spikes, kind of. Unclear, kind of a bit blurry, but we'll do our best. Spike in and carving around here. It's all like blowing up because he's falling, so it's like blowing up instead of hanging down. He's blowing up, yo. I think there's a roundy one here. Okay. We can see like his earlobe just there. And on the other side, we're kind of behind his shoulder muscle, the rest of the hair. So I'll just get that in, right? It's just like a curved line here, right? So his hand is up here, but then we have like hair spikes just coming around here. So the hair sort of flowing up on this side. Okay, and then earlobe there. So, anatomy. So we can see his neck here, kind of small because his arms are in the air. Just like neck muscles going that way. And your neck muscles always kind of go into your center line for your chest, right? But his head and his body are turned two different ways. So the middle of his collarbones, one is here, one is there, right? So that's the middle of his chest, because your collarbone, where your collarbones meet, is the center line for your chest, and it kind of curves this way. And then we got his trapezius muscle here and there. And there's a bit of a shadow underneath his chin. His other shoulder going this way. Right. And there's a bit more hair sort of behind his shoulder. All right, so chest muscle there, kind of. And his other chest muscle goes down a bit. Kind of angle down that way. And then we get his armpit, tricep here. And then this means shoulder and bicep is here. Right, so then shoulder and bicep is on this side. Kind of reaching out and grabbing his helmet, pig head helmet thing that he wears, right? But we just get sort of his ribs and stuff in here. So side body coming down, and then ribs and hips going there. And he's got this fluffy loincloth thing. That's just these spikes, kind of zigzag fur shape coming across there. And then we got 6-pack abs, 3 sort of bumps, and then the individual ab muscles come out from there. Nice. So we'll get this leg in before we do arms, right? So there's more fur down there, and then a big leg, like massive. Just a big curved line sort of off the page. And then there's just all these lines like that. So 2 arms now, right? So we deal with this one first. So this is like bicep, tricep, and then we get forearm. Heavily muscular, up to his wrist, bit of his elbow there. Forearm goes up that way. And there's like a forearm line there. wrist here. And then we seem to have a hand just up in the air here. So they just draw it in like this double bump here for the palm of his hand. And this one joins the thumb. So we go out for the thumb knuckles, and then around the top, down into sort of the palm of the hand, and then back of the hand comes up to the pinky, and then they all go back this way. So hands can be tricky, right? So take your time. So you get like the base of the pinkies there, ring finger, middle finger, and then index, right? So this is sort of marks out where each of these fingers come out, right? So we do the pinky first. Okay. 3 sort of bumps there. Your finger has 3 segments, 1, 2, 3. Right, so kind of skin. Next one. Okay, let me go again. Okay, and then maybe palm of the hand line, like so. That's kind of all they do for that hand. That is difficult though, so take your time, pause it. So then we have another smaller hand grabbing his helmet from the bottom. So again, forearm shape. It's kind of like a bowling pin. That's what it always sort of reminds me of, because it gets like skinny at the top. Like that. And then a fist, right? So you just go up, 4 knuckles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the bottom thumb disappears around behind that one. And it's holding on to a fur spike. And there's like a ring of fur coming down around here. Then I think there's like a black hole here, so it's just colored in black inside, or like a dark shadow. All black in there, kind of textured. So the pig's head then, it's kind of leaning back that way. So say like the eye is just here. looking up, sort of. Right, and the eyeball kind of like curves around here. And then the tusks. And so that means his mouth is kind of here, right? This dark sort of line, like so. And then his nose goes behind his hair. Pink in there. And then this other side like that. There's like nostrils in. There. That way. Right, and then his ear. Furry sort of on the inside there. Like another little furry line in there. What am I missing? Feels like I'm missing something. Line there. That's his nose. That's Inosuke's hair. So black in there. That's shadow. I think that's everything. Inosuke, Infinity Castle. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.